Hello, my beautifuls. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you've had an amazing week this week. I know I have. Oh, fluffies. Yeah, so I'm so glad to be speaking with you ladies again. And I'm here with some more information concerning my last video. And it's about the oxytocin hormone. Learning about this hormone actually really helped me in my love journey and self-love journey because I was not getting healthy oxytocin and I didn't realize that women are oxytocin driven, like I said in the last video, and men are dopamine driven. So I love talking about this kind of stuff because I know it's going to help you just like it helped me, especially if you have been struggling with toxic connections or toxic relationships. The reason that happens is because when you do get into a relationship with somebody and you have intercourse with them, that is the highest form of oxytocin that can be released. And so it's being released into your body. And when it gets released into your body, you go back to that unhealthy, toxic oxytocin source so that you can feel fulfilled. I'm going to show you how to give yourself healthy oxytocin just as I have, so you don't have to go and get it from unhealthy connections. And then at the end of the video, we're going to go into some of those unhealthy connections that continue to keep you in the loop. All right, so first, what is oxytocin? So we've already went over this. Oxytocin is the love hormone, or people call it the bonding hormone. Oxytocin comes when you're feeling loved, safe, and connected. So through all relationships, platonic, non-platonic, just romantic, just feeling connected to the earth and feeling connected to God, like that is oxytocin. Connection to anything that you love, anything that makes you feel safe, anything that makes you feel good. It helps strengthen your bond with people. It builds trust, it builds loyalty, and builds love. A lot of the times, it can build trust and loyalty and love for the wrong people. So we have to learn that we can't be giving away our energy and our oxytocin sources so easily, because there are a lot of people who will use that bondage to keep you bound in unhealthy, toxic cycles because you're not giving yourself healthy oxytocin, and that will keep you stuck to that person. There might not be any chemistry at all. That person might not like you. You probably don't even like that person. It's literally just the chemicals that is going on. It's the oxytocin hormone being released is what's keeping you together with that person. Like that person you could not like that person at all. And it's literally just the oxytocin. Alrighty, so how to give yourself oxytocin. This is gonna be such a good one, ladies. Like, I'm so excited because I've been doing these for myself and I have been flourishing. Like, my energy has been so high lately, and even people around me are like, you look so good, you're glowing. And I'm like, thank you. I felt so much more at peace. I've been clear-minded and I've been super stable, and it's been very helpful in my day-to-day life because honestly, when you're mentally stable and mentally okay and you're giving your body what it needs and you're letting your feminine energy, your life force energy flow out into the world, it just becomes so beautiful, and you really can just live as we should. Just live. So the first way is touch and sensory self-care. Oxytocin is released through warmth, touch, comfort. Okay, so that's why when you feel like you're in a relationship and you're cuddling with someone, like it feels so good, that's oxytocin. And the best thing is you can recreate with that with yourself. So one thing I like to do right before I wake up, when I hear my alarm, I try not to look at my phone right away. But before you look at your phone, wake up, feel yourself, be like, oh my gosh, good morning, beautiful. I do this all the time, and then I just like stretch and I give myself a sec. There's no reason why you need to jump right out of bed and get to what you're doing. You can give yourself some time and be like, good morning, beautiful. How are you? I love you. You're doing so good. You're so beautiful. And then you can wake up. That's one of my favorite ways to give myself oxytocin. Even as I'm doing that right now, I feel it in my body, the oxytocin being released, because again, oxytocin comes from touch, warmth, comfort. You can comfort yourself. You don't need somebody to do it, and it feels so good. So give yourself hugs. Another way to release healthy oxytocin by touch is rubbing your forehead. So just going like this and then rubbing down. See, me even doing this right now feels amazing. Or you can even drag it down all the way to the chin. And it feels so good. Another way is head massages. I'm not doing my head massage because I already got my hair done, but you can do nice head massages and just rubbing with the tips of your finger, not your nails, just the tips. And that will also give you really good sensory oxytocin. I love the touch because it really makes you feel so good. Okay, so some other sensory self-cares is taking warm showers, rubbing your favorite body lotion on you lovingly, smoothly. I do that a lot. I like to, whenever I get out my showers, I put on my nice shea butter and I just rub it into myself and like just feel how beautiful you are. Feel that feminine energy. Feel how great you are. It helps, ladies. And you give yourself healthy oxytocin so you're not going to look for it from unhealthy sources. So definitely recommend this one. So when you start to love yourself, your physical reality will start to love you too. And you ladies can get in that energy as well. This is something that every lady can do. You just have to do it. And this is like such a good way to do it, to get into your feminine energy and release that oxytocin, as well as upgrading your confidence and making you feel good as a lady. Okay, number 2 is connection without romance. So we do not need to get oxytocin from romance, as I've already clearly stated here. It is the bonding hormone, but it's not limited to romantic relationships. So some good ways to release healthy oxytocin is bonding with your family members, going to say hi to your pet, cuddling your pet, or sharing some vulnerable moments with you and your girlfriends. Girlfriends give such good boosts and healthy boosts of oxytocin. I was just with my girlfriend. We went to Earl's the other day. That's a restaurant. And I had the great time. We were filling each other's cup. And it just felt amazing. And now I just feel boost for the next day. And I'm here making my video. So I'm so glad that I got to do that. So remembering, healthy connections between friends and family, co-workers, your pets, doesn't necessarily need to be romantic. Alrighty, number 3 that I have on my list is acts of self-care. This can come in many forms. Whatever self-care works best for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that I say. It could be anything. So whatever self-care works for you, you do that. But some tips and some self-care tips, if you don't have any self-care that you necessarily do, or you want some ideas I recommend is doing your skincare. That's a really good one. Going on a walk, watering your plants, ladies, right? Doing your hair, things like that. Just pouring back into yourself. Going shopping. Okay, yes, shopping is an oxytocin booster, but remember, don't overshop because then it returns into a problem. Maybe some of you ladies might have shopping addictions. Well, the reason is because it feels good, right? I love shopping. I love just boop, 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 buying so much things and then realizing, wait, I shouldn't buy that many things. But shopping is an oxytocin fuel as well. So don't be ashamed if you buy things and it makes you feel good. It's supposed to. When you give yourself something and it feels good, that is an oxytocin boost as well, which is very healthy to a certain extent, right? Don't overdo it. Yeah, feeling worthy is so important. I want everyone to feel worthy, and so I'm giving these tips to my girls because I remember when I didn't feel worthy in my own skin and I was always looking for it externally, but I realized I can give myself the healthy oxytocin I need and it feels amazing. So another act of care is you can send a family member or a friend a loving text. That also boosts, or helping somebody. That also gives really good boost of oxytocin that can make you feel really good inside and help you with your self-worth. Okay, guys. Number 4. I love this way. I literally love this way to give myself oxytocin as well. This is like another one of my favorites. It's Soulful Body Flow. So I love this oxytocin practice. So what I do for this is I'll usually listen to some of my favorite songs and just songs that get me in like a good mood, and I'll listen to my music. I'll dance in my room and I'll dance in my mirror and I'll float and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I feel so amazing. I'm looking at myself, I'm like, you're so beautiful, you look amazing. And I recommend you ladies, if you have a full body mirror, to do this as well, because you will start loving yourself and cherishing yourself, and it will start to feel so good, and you won't need somebody to tell you that you're valuable. You will be valuable because you know you're valuable. You have to try that, and you'll just feel so good. And it's an energy, right? When you have that energy of feeling yourself and loving yourself, people are gonna come with that energy. You're going to attract those kind of people and not those low vibrational people that you accepted and you let people run over you like a doormat. We're not doing that in 2026, okay, guys? 2025, we're building. 2026, it's over, okay? And then another way for some soulful body flow is stretching. I love stretching. Stretching is a very, very good oxytocin releaser. I like, especially in the morning when you stretch, like that's the best stretch ever. So stretching and slow movements with your body is really good and will give you that oxytocin boost you need for yourself. Okay, number 5, positive self-talk and visualization. Okay, do your affirmation, ladies. We need to be doing our affirmations, okay? So when you do your affirmations, it will start to reprogram your subconscious mind, but sometimes it doesn't. We need to do more, right? Because sometimes you're saying those affirmations. I remember when I was saying mine, I didn't believe them. So you have to start acting like it's real as well. So you can do all the speaking and all the saying and all the but you need to act like you love yourself. You need to treat yourself with respect. You need to make sure that you're setting those clear boundaries. You need to make sure that you have healthy self-respect. You're not letting anybody come into your energy field that is trying to play with you. That is so important. So you can do all the affirmations, but if you're still letting people disrespect you, it won't work. So, as well as visualization, I like to visualize. This is a really good tip if you're trying to manifest something. I like to visualize the place that I'm in or the experience I want to experience in my head, and I'll visualize what it feels like, what I'm doing, what I'm wearing, where I am, what kind of questions are people asking me, and then I'll just get in that energy of like feeling like I already have it, and then I'll just visualize it, because your subconscious can't tell the difference from reality and what's real and what's fake. So if you're thinking like that, it will start to come to you. And like I said, ladies, at the end of the video, I'm going to be putting you guys onto what the unhealthy oxytocin loops look like, so that you can identify them in your own life and you can cut them off, so that you don't have to live in that survival mode and those traumas, because that is not okay. As ladies, we are super divinely feminine, and we deserve love and respect from everybody, just as we love and respect everybody around us. Some example of unhealthy oxytocin and dopamine hits are like relationships that make you feel really good, but also really bad. Environments that you get drained out of. You got to notice where you get drained. Like, is this person draining you? Is this environment draining you? If it's draining you, you're going to need to cut it off, because that is also giving you an unhealthy sense of oxytocin. But also it looks healthy, but it's not. It's bad oxytocin. If you were in an unhealthy, toxic relationship with somebody, something that can bring back those memories and those little dopamine and oxytocin hits from those really big highs is checking that person's social medias, old messages, waiting for them to come back, impulsive hookups with random people that you don't necessarily know, things like that. So replaying those times in your mind, or all the good times, is going to get you back into that loop, and your brain is going to give you that boost of oxytocin that was fake, because it needs it, right? You want it. It's something that is so strong, and I don't know why we haven't been taught how to give it to ourselves, and it's just mind-blowing that this is not researched about. So don't worry, I got you, ladies, because there's been a lot of times where I have been judged for the things that I've done, and like, I've gone through things. Like, we've all been through so many things, and I realized that like, if somebody else was in the position that I was, they would most likely or 100% do the same thing that I did, because I feel like people try to hide that side of themselves, but you really need to understand that like, there's not a single person on this planet that hasn't done wrong. And the reason that a lot of people do wrong sometimes is because they're ignorant. They don't have enough information to understand why they're doing the thing. And so this information is going to help you with so many toxic life cycles in your life. You're going to be able to get rid of those people and realize what's going on in your body. Because once you realize what's going on in your body, you realize that, oh my gosh, like this wasn't even me. This was literally just my body reacting to something. And then sometimes those people are literally just low life losers that need to find some self-worth, because a lot of people are just a projection of themselves. So another unhealthy oxytocin hit is scrolling on your phone. So scrolling on your phone, checking people's social medias, wishing that you had their lives. Girl, don't wish that you have somebody else's life. Go and make your own. That is going to keep you in that stuck cycle. Even if it's small progress, is still progress. Okay, Rome was not built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, so give yourself some time. If you're working on something new, a new project, or if you're trying to become somebody, it takes time. Read the book Atomic Habits. Put you on game. From habits and substances, drugs, alcohol, weed, caffeine or sugar, binge eating. That's a really, really, really bad one. Binge eating is also an oxytocin, something that gives you oxytocin. So when you get nervous, you'll eat. Don't do that. Okay, now that I have given you these healthy oxytocin releasers, you better not be binge eating, okay? Sometimes people are using alcohol, they'll use weed or drugs to suppress their feelings, and it becomes an antidepressant. And it's not necessarily something they're using recreational, it becomes a crutch. So when you have people around you that crutch on things like that, or if you or somebody that you know can't go a couple days without it, that's a problem. And a lot of people don't like to admit that, but like, if you want a better future for yourself and your kids and the people to come after you, you need to realize these things. You need to be self-aware. You need to realize what's gonna happen if you continue this habit 10 years down the line, right? And last but not least is, this one's bad. Okay, your thoughts. You have to watch your thoughts. You gotta stop reminiscing on what could have been, or like a situation, like if you did this differently, maybe this would have turned out, like, or you would have got this job if you did this, or you don't know why you got this low on your test for school. It doesn't matter. Okay, thinking about the past and about the things you could have done, it'll get you nowhere. It'll keep you in a stuck loop in your mind, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So I really hope you guys take this advice and use it, because it's going to help you, okay? And I love you guys, and I'm so glad that I'm able to put you on game. Let me know in the comments how these worked for you and what you want to hear from me next. I'm very excited to start this new journey with you girls. So enjoy. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.